Let's create one more tutorial in FreeCAD. In this video, you'll learn to use pad, hole, Danton plane, chamfer, pocket, surface, shell, and convert a shell to a solid body. So open the FreeCAD and let's go. The first step to create this part, we will create the base. So we will select the top plane and make this sketch. And the first thing that we'll make, we'll create a rectangle with 50 millimeters by 60 millimeters. And in the corners, we'll make a fillet with 10 millimeters of radius. So open the FreeCAD, go to create a sketch, select the top plane, and select center red rectangle. Click here in the midpoint, 50 by 60 millimeters, and go to fillet. Select this edge here, and go to dimension. The radius here is 10 millimeters of radius. And go to constraint, select the equal constraint, select this arc here, select this one, select this one, select this arc here, and select this one. We made this. Leave the sketch. The base has 8 millimeters of length. So go to pad. The length here is 8 millimeters and reverse the direction and press OK. And now we will create these 4 holes here. It is a counterbore hole. So the counterbore diameter 10 millimeters and the deep 3 millimeters, and the hole has 6 millimeters of diameter. And this hole here is concentric with the arc. So show the sketch here and go to hole and select here allow used features and select this arc here. And the head type, select the counter body, and the head diameter 10 millimeters, the head dip 3 millimeters, and the dip type here select through all and press OK. Here we made the base, and now we'll create the cylinder here with 20 millimeters of diameter and the distance between the center of the cylinder and this edge here is 48 millimeters and 20 millimeters. So go to create a sketch and select the front plane, select the toggle section view and go to external projection, select this edge here, select a circle, make a circle here with 20 millimeters of diameter and go to dimension, select this circle and this point here, the distance here 20 millimeters and the distance here is 48 millimeters. Now leave the sketch and we need to extrude this 25 millimeters of length. So go to pad, the mode here select symmetric and the length 25 millimeters and press OK. We made this. Now we will create the main body here. So to create this, we use the surface because the loft won't work here. And we will select the top face and make this sketch. We will create this ellipse here in the top face. But this ellipse must be divided by 4 arcs, okay? So open the FreeCAD. Select this face and go to create a sketch. And go to external projection, select this edge here. Now go to elliptical arc, click here in the red line and click here in this edge and click here just to make an arc here. This arc must be coincident with this edge here and go to constraint, select horizontal vertical, select this point and this point here, and go to dimension, the distance here 45 millimeters and the length here 15 millimeters. Now select a point, make a point here, make a point here, make another point here, and make another point here, and hide these two construction lines, and go to elliptical arc again, click here on this point, click on this point here and this point here, making sure that this arc is coincident here, and go to constraint, select horizontal vertical, select this line here, okay, hide these two construction line, and go to arc again, click here on this point and this point here, and in this point make an arc here, hide these two construction line and create another arc, click here on this point here, and in this point here, go to constraint, horizontal vertical, select this line, okay, we have this ellipse, but it is divided by 4 arcs, okay, so leave the sketch, and here go to model, rename this sketch to base, click here with the right button and go to rename, call this base, press OK. And now we will create this ellipse here. This ellipse is in the center of the cylinder, so we will create a plane here. So the distance between this plane and the right plane here, the right plane is in the center of this part, is 45 millimeters, 25 plus 20. So let's create this new plane. So show the origin and select this plane here and go to datum plane. The Z direction here minus 45 millimeters and press OK. Hide the origin. Select this plane here and go to create a sketch. And here, go to external projection, select this face here, active the toggle section view. And here, the ellipse here is tangent with this edge and tangent with this edge, and the distance between this point here and this point here is 15 millimeters. So go to elliptical arc, click here in this line, move this a little bit, make this tangent here, and go to constraint, select horizontal vertical, click here in this line and click here in this point and this point here, and go to dimension. The length here is 15 millimeters. And go to constraint again, select the horizontal vertical, select this point and this point here. And hide this construction line, the both construction line here. And go to arc again. You can create a point here, it's more easy. Select a point, make a point here, make a point here, and make a point here. Hide this construction line. And go to elliptical arc, click here in this point, and this point, and this point here. Make an arc here. Make sure that it is a horizontal. Hide this two construction line and go to create another arc. Click in this point, and this point, and this point here. Make an arc here. And make sure that it is horizontal. Hide this and go to elliptical arc again. Select this point, and this point here. And make sure that it is horizontal. We made this ellipse here. So leave the sketch and go to model here. Hide the datum plane. And here this sketch, rename this to top. And press OK. I will hide this body a little bit. We made this one. And now We will create these two guide rails here, one with 70 millimeters and this one with 32 millimeters. So go to create a sketch and select the front plane. And here go to external intersection. Select this arc and this one. Select this arc and this one. I will hide the base and the top sketch. And go to arc from 3-point. Click here in this point and this point here. Make an arc here. Click here in this point and in this point here. Make an arc here. And go to dimension. The radius here is 70 millimeters and the radius here is 32 millimeters. Go to constraint, select coincident, make sure that the arc is coincident with this point, and here too, in the both sides, okay, in this side too. So leave the sketch, and here rename this to rail. We made this 3 sketch here. And now we will create a rail from this point here to this point here. From this point here to this point here, okay? So we will create the radius here. And the radius of this arc will be 70 plus 32 over 2. So it will be 51 millimeters. But first we need to create a plane here. So show the origin and select the front plane and go to datum plane. And the z direction here will be 7.5. Because the distance between this point here and this point here is 15 millimeters. So press OK. Select the datum plane here and go to create a sketch. And here go to external intersection. Select this arc here and select this arc here. And go to arc from 3 points. I will hide the other sketch a little bit. Select this point here and select this point here, make an arc here. And go to dimension. The radius here is 51 millimeters. Now we need to create this rail in the other side. So leave the sketch. We need to create a rail here. So we will create another plane. Hide this datum plane and select this plane here and go to datum plane here and the z direction 7.5. Here will be minus 7.5 to change the direction and press OK. I will hide the origin and select this new plane and go to create a sketch. Go to external intersection, select this arc here and select this arc here. Hide the other sketch and go to arc from 3 points. Select this point and select this point here, make an arc here. The radius here 51 millimeters of radius, and make sure that this point here is coincident with this projection point, and leave the sketch. Now show the other sketch here, hide the datum plane, show the base. We have this, okay? Let me hide this datum plane here. And now we will switch the workbench, select the surface. And here in surface, go to fill boundary curves. And the fill type, select cones. And select this edge here, this line here, this arc here, and this one. And press OK. Go to fill boundaries again. Select this one, this, press OK. Let's make this one more time. The fill type cons, press OK. Press OK. One more time here to close this body, this surface, sorry. And press OK. We made this one. I will hide the sketch. We made this. And now we'll change the workbench for part. And here in part, we'll go to shape builder. And here in the shape builder, we'll go to shell from face. And here we will select this face, this one, this one, this one, this one. Hold Ctrl to select all this and go to create. And here we have this shell. Hide the surface here. Select the shell and go to part here and go to convert to solid. And we made this shell solid here. Hide this one. And now we need to move this shell inside this body here. So click here and hold the button and left this solid here. Now it is here, basic features, okay? And go back to part design workbench. And here show the pad. We made this one. And now here we will create this cut. This cut has 12 millimeters of diameter. So select this face and go to create a sketch. And go to external projection, select this cylinder here, select a circle, make a circle here with 12 millimeters of diameter in the center of this face. Leave the sketch, go to pocket, and the type here, select it through all and press OK. And now we need to create a chamfer here. This chamfer is 0.5 millimeters and this two edge in the both sides. So go to chamfer, select this edge, this one, click here and select this one, and the size here is 0.5 millimeters, equal distance, and press OK. And that's it. And here we finish our exercise. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel for more and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.